Tomorrow morning, everybody. JB Thomas from Wayapa Work, of course. So I've had a couple of weeks, nearly a month off, I think it is, roughly a month off, to just have a bit of a social media break, a mini break. Still doing a little bit of socials and telling people about what we've been up to from both our modality with Wayapa, but also with our foundation as well. We've had some amazing things happening within our foundation. So we've been working on the cultural strengthening of our community in that space. So if you follow us on socials, Wayapa Work Aboriginal Wellness Foundation is where we do our cultural programs, which Wayapa Work supports to do. So what have I been up to, everybody? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot 2 videos, this one and another longer one. So I've had a bit of a break. I think it's really good for us all to have a bit of a break from social media and the management of social media. We talk about Wayapa Work being connected to the earth and getting out there. Obviously, we use social media as a tool to actually communicate that to people, but we don't want people being fully immersed in social media, not getting out and being immersed in the Mother Nature, in the earth. So I actually, stopped doing a few videos just to do some self-care things. Been doing some workshops, been doing some amazing Wayapa workshops with different sectors. We just come back from New South Wales, did a workshop up there with the acquired brain injury sector up in New South Wales with a variety of different workers, from doctors to speech pathologists to counsellors and youth services, and they just loved Wayapa. So we did a day workshop with them, really delving into Wayapa and really connecting to it and how it can be beneficial to reset our psychological and physiological patterns and honour any ancestors. So it was really great to be able to do that. I have been really focusing on the daily practice myself, which has been great. There's lots of different ways, and if you've done Wayapa before and you've seen this, because you like catching up with yarns and things like that, but from a meditation point of view, I'd pretty much do Wayapa every night before I go to sleep. It helps me sleep. From a physical practice, I've been doing it as a warm-up before the gym. Sarah's been doing it as the full 25-minute version of it. I've been doing it. I've been learning a little bit more about intermittent fasting, which I've done videos on before, which is good for the environment as well as good for ourselves. Go and check that out if you haven't had that yarn with me yet. And the other one is I've actually been following a guy called Wim Hof, who is the Iceman. And Wim Hof's pretty Wayapa as well, in a sense that he uses ice and cold to reset our systems, to get our breathing. So he uses breathing, ice and meditation to reset our physiological systems. And if you haven't heard about him, check him out, WIMHOFF. And why Wim is Wayapa is obviously he has cold showers, cold baths, so he doesn't need any energy to heat water up. So he's, think about, all the hot water we use and where it comes from. It's great if you've got solar, but yeah, if you're using, gas or coal electricity to heat your water, obviously there's, reducing that, you can be Wayapa. So I've been challenging myself to have, cold plunges, but the next stage is to turn the heat down on the shower and having, colder showers until it's cold. So yes, I know it's a little bit sort of, it's a bit new, but it is Wayapa. And I still haven't forgotten about the 100 ways that I connect to Wayapa. That's one way, I guess. The other way that I want to talk about today is we've been saving our little cheeks off to try and get the house on full solar, so that we're actually self-sustainable. And then the next stage after that is to actually get a battery, but also feed back into the grid so that it's clean energy back into the grid for other people. So if you got energy bills and things like that, check out solar options. There are offsets. If you can't afford that, at least get your solar through clean energy. I'm going to refer to the Brains Trust, who's working away over here, and the Antonia got us onto a company called Power Shop.
We've been doing that for ages.
Yeah, I know we've been doing Power Shop for ages, but to jump onto Power Shop, guys, and yeah, they can, they provide clean energy, which is fantastic. So, It's always good to shop around for the best financial deal, but sometimes you actually have to look at the best environmental deal, and sometimes that may, not always, but may cost a little bit more, but it is the investment for the environment. So there's a couple of other ways that you can, use Wayapa in a practical way every day. So the meditation, the movement, the practice, getting, Wayapa in how we interact with our environment is really what Wayapa work is about, connecting to the earth. So I'm going to stop it here, guys, and I'm going to go and shoot a longer video now. So it's going to get pretty deep down the rabbit hole. So if you want to join me, jump across and we'll have a yarn. But have a great week. Weekly videos will be back. Looking forward to shooting some back home on country next week. So definitely keep following us. Like and subscribe if it's the first time you've seen our stuff. And yeah, look forward to talking to you soon. If not over the old YouTube, or come and catch up with me out in the street. If you see me in the shops, come and say hi. All right, Bulldog and Womanity.